What's up, everybody? Welcome to another session of Fourth and One. It's your boy Moy with Nick and Ravi today. We got a short crew today, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about that free agency, first day of free agency. A lot's been going on. That man, the GOAT is back. Some of us knew, some of us had a hunch that he was gonna come back. So let's talk about it. So, fellas, what do we
Hey,
think?
hey, how much does it suck for the guy that paid 500,000 for Tom Brady's last touchdown football?
How
I
much is
wonder
that
if
worth
there's
now?
there's got to be something, right? Like there's got to be some kind of disclaimer, like if he comes back, I get it back or something, right? There's no way,
Well, he
like
he bought it. Didn't he buy it like the day before too? Like just
yeah,
the day before.
yeah.
So I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure it might be like there's a disclaimer like 3 days where you can return it or so.
Buyer's
You got like
remorse or
three.
something.
Yeah, 3 days.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
I would have been hot. You lost
Yeah.
like 500K overnight over a post because that thing just dropped. I mean, I'm sure it's worth a couple of thousand, but yeah, not 500,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
crazy.
was crazy. But yeah, some of us knew he hinted that he was gonna come back. So
It
With the
doesn't even make
tripping.
sense though. Like, what was the point? Like, he was like, "I'm gonna hang out with my family," and then he's like, 2 months in, he's like, oh, "Okay, forget that. I'm not hanging out with my family." Like, do you think there was
yeah,
something bigger? Like, was he trying to, like, the rumors about going to the 49ers? Do you think he was trying to finesse that a little bit behind the scenes, maybe, and like
I'm
get
sure
Arians?
I'm sure before the announcement came in that he came coming back to Tampa, before he announced that, I'm sure he at least flirted with the idea of trying to get on the Niners before he announced that he's coming back to Tampa Bay. There's no way. I'm sure he would love to play um, at his hometown team.
I don't know. I don't know how true this is, but some people were saying that he was at that Cristiano Ronaldo game, and maybe that inspired him because that man, I think he scored a hat trick. So he was probably like, "Hey, this guy's still playing, man. He's still playing at his age and getting hat tricks. So maybe I got one more year in me. Who knows?"
I'm just so
Yeah.
happy that someone finally comes in the NFC that can actually put up a challenge. Because right now we're just looking like Green Bay, the Rams, and the Niners, and really no one else. But now at least the NFC will be interesting for another year while they figure it out.
What do y'all
Yeah.
think? Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
good. I mean, the Bucks are they're not. I mean, they're gonna be kind of worse this year, right? They already lost some people. We'll see if Gronk even comes back. But I mean, they didn't they lose some receivers and some guys on the defense too, and their defensive line, I think, or something.
I think Scotty might be gone, but
Yeah.
they got Chris Godwin back. I think they franchise tagged him. They're gonna try to get him
Hmm.
to a long term. But I think Sue is gone. I think JPP is gone. That right guard, I'm blanking on his name. Ali Marpet, he retired. So they got less pieces than they did last year for sure.
And then the AB, the circus. I mean, he was a circus, but hey, he still, he can still perform.
Oh,
But
Leonard
yeah.
Fournette's still a free agent too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got some pieces to bring back for sure.
Um, Damn, what was I gonna say? Oh, what do y'all think about that whole every other year, like when they showed his I forgot who showed his last nine years, how he's won it every other year. What do y'all think? Does that mean they're gonna win? You're gonna
I
go
don't
bet the
think.
house? Gonna go bet the house on
You know,
Tampa
it's
Bay?
the funny things we were saying. I was listening. I think it was McAfee. He was saying like the couple of days before Tom made the announcement, some better made like some huge bets too on the Bucks
On
returning
Thursday.
or with it. Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Like some huge bets at like crazy odds because Tom had retired and now he's back. So I don't think it matters. I think that's just like back when we were like as a Giants fan, it was like, oh, we only win in odd years, like because we like back like
Yeah,
three
yeah,
like
yeah,
back to
yeah,
back, it
yeah,
was like
yeah,
odd
yeah.
years, and then it came to an end. So
It
it
came
comes
to
to
an
an end.
end.
I just don't see the Bucks. I don't think they're going to be the super team that they were. Like I was just saying, the defense isn't going to be what it is. That defense was really good, and part of the reason they got there. I mean, you have Tom Brady, but you still have to be able to stop the ball. We saw like with the Bills and the Chiefs, like the same thing. You got to have a defense to
Hmm.
stop it, no matter how many points you can put up. Um, so I don't think. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a big difference. We'll see. Maybe they'll bring more teams, but I mean, I think a lot of the teams or a lot of the free agents that like flocked to that team are going to want to go to like the Broncos as a new team, or even back to the Rams. Like I think there's more options for them to get on a Super Bowl caliber team to try to win a ring than just trying to get with Tom Brady now.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
Tom Brady's what, like turning 45 or 46 in August, something like that. I mean, it's one thing being the greatest of all time, but it's also at 45, 46 years old. I don't think you can actually fully lead a team by yourself like you used to. And he's definitely gonna need some key pieces around him. He does have Evans, Godwin. We'll see if Gronk comes back. I'm sure he'll come back, but I'm sure their offense will be fine. But they really need that defense to really keep them through those games. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
And I think, I mean, he's like I hate to say it, but like he's like one bad injury, like one bad tackle
Mhm.
away from like, you know, being seriously hurt. I feel like at his age too, but I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one wants to see it, but I
Yeah.
mean, it happens to like every
Yeah,
player. It's
yeah,
just
that could happen.
he really, really hasn't faced a serious injury since that 2006 injury, where he like snapped his leg or something like that. I can't
Mhm.
really remember what his injury was. He hasn't really had much sense, but 45, 46 years old coming back, I mean, that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's get into free agency. What do we think? Who are some winners? Who are some losers?
Everyone in the AFC West besides the Raiders is a winner.
And the loser is still in the AFC West,
Yeah,
but
the
it's the
loser is
Raiders.
still in the AFC West. I would put Seahawks on a loser list too. I think that was a terrible deal, and I don't think they're going to cover it, especially because everyone was like, "Oh, they're going to get Watson," and then Watson's like, "No, I'm not going there. Like, why would I go there? If Russell Wilson was demanding help for 5 years and couldn't get it." But yeah, I mean, I'm still. I mean, we're obviously still waiting. It's not even technically free agency. It's that tampering. So we'll see. Jaguars are going nuts. We'll see if that plays out. I mean, it's better. They're doing better than what they did with Urban Meyer. So at least they're trying to build something. So that's good. But I mean, my money is still on like the Broncos and the Chargers for like doing the most this offseason. Just the Broncos seem like they're going. I mean, not the Broncos. The Chargers are building like a super stacked defense. It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with that. You got my chart here, AFC West. The Raiders are at the bottom right now. Yeah, the Chiefs are loaded up on offense, and then Broncos went with offense, and then you got the Chargers going with defense. Raiders haven't made a move, so we'll see if they'll
Is that
make
your
any
order
moves.
of how you think they're doing? Or do you
That's the order of the teams what the players that they have now. I think that's how it would end.
I'm curious to see
So like
Russell Wilson on the Broncos versus, because you have to think like Mahomes. I mean, they do good. They're a good team, but they also had a crappy division for a long time, right? So you get some guaranteed wins. You're going against Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. Like you're getting some easy wins. So it'll be interesting now that the Chargers are buffed up and the Broncos, and it's like how much wear and tear and like how much extra is going to happen from those divisional games. I think it's just going to be, yeah, we'll see. I think I think Broncos could turn up as the top dog there. We'll
I was gonna say this could probably flop right here, but I think Chargers will still be in that third. I don't know. I think Herbert still.
Yeah, it depends on how Herbert turns out.
Yeah,
he could have an amazing like Josh Allen coming out year where they like decimate, but we'll see.
Yeah, and then it depends. I don't know if they re-signed Mike Williams. I think he's still. Did. Oh, they did. They did end up signing them. Okay.
Yeah, he got 20 mil a year, I think, something like that.
I'm still freaking dude. I don't know what's going on with the Niners and Jimmy G, but like, I think they kind of got. I think Jimmy kind of stuck it to him because he got that shoulder surgery and he waited a month till right before the timeline to trade, and then he comes out with his agent. So like, I kind of think him and his agent were like, you know what, we're gonna do this. You're not gonna get signed. It's better off to get the Niners to cut me. I'm going to get $7.5 million guaranteed in injury. And then I can go sign wherever I want for whatever contract they want.
Yeah.
And like, cause the timing, it's like, right. Like it's just too suspect. Like really, really dude, like literally the day before you announced that you're going to go surgery and you can't make it until camp. So like now I feel like they're kind of stuck holding the bag and they're just going to have to cut him. Where there was like a good chance that they could have got a second or a couple of threes or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Colts are really the only team in play. I don't think the Panthers want him. Maybe the Saints, but it sounds like they're going after Watson too. So, I mean, we're really kind of just hoping on the Colts, but I mean, the Colts could just be like, well, we'll just wait till the 17th when you have to cut Jimmy to get him off the books, So it kind of feels like we got he kind of stuck it to the team, like so that's kind of jacked up if that is the case. But then again, we did replace him, and I don't know. But yeah, I'm waiting to see what they do. We already lost like our starting left guard, and we stopped one of our best like run stopping tackles. So I mean, they got paid though. Like one of the left guard was like we got him for like a 5th round pick. We traded a long time ago, and he's been one of the best players. He's literally like I think he's been here 4 or 5 years. He's missed like 2 snaps, and the 2 snaps he missed were because his shoe fell off and he had to get off the field. Like he's been awesome, but we just couldn't pay him enough because we already have Trent Williams and the highest paid I think left tackle right now there is. But yeah, we lost him, and then DJ Jones was like awesome run stuffer, but again he's getting 30 million. We can't afford that again. We're gonna have to pay Nick Bosa and Debo, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Robbie, who do you think? Give us one winner, one loser so far, and it could be a team or even player. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's go with it, dude. I think the biggest winner. I think no matter, it's the obvious one. It's on your board right behind you. I think it's the Chargers, man. It's just too obvious. They got Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa next to each other. I think PFF ranked them the 3rd and the 4th most best outside rushers, and then you get J.C. Jackson back there with Asante Samuel Jr., Derwin James. That defense is it's just killer. This is nasty. And then they still got the draft coming up. They still have some cap space to work with. Herbert's contract. They just need a tight end to give to Herbert, and I think the Chargers will have a very, very good shot at being number 1 in the division next year.
How are the Chargers linebackers? Who are their linebackers? Anyone notable? They're kind of weak at that, right?
Let's see. I know they had Kaiser White. I don't know if he's still there. Kaiser White was pretty solid.
Anyways, they're gonna be. Yeah, I think that defense is gonna be nasty. Like I remember the D line like from the 2019 49ers with D Ford when he was healthy and Nick Bosa, and it was just nasty. Like we were getting so many sacks a game, like 4 or 5 sacks a game easy. Yeah. I think they'll be good.
So they'll have so they run a 3-4 defense. So they'll have Bosa and Mack at linebacker on the outside, and then interior they still have Kaiser White, and then they drafted Kenneth Murray just I think maybe 2 years ago.
They do 3-4. Yeah. He stands up. That's right. I forget.
So that'll be fun to see. And I think Chris Harris Jr. is still there, right? Or I don't know if they re-signed him or not. That defense is just going to be absolutely killer.
Good luck, Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's who I think the loser was.
Yo, Russell Wilson too. Like he left Aaron Donald and Nick Bosa and Chandler Jones, and now he's got those guys to go against.
Yeah.
I think the loser was definitely the Raiders. I hate to say it. I'm sorry, Moy, but you're gonna get Russell Wilson in your division. You get Khalil Mack in your division. You're gonna get
Khalil Mack back.
Yeah, but for a different team, you're gonna have J.C. Jackson in your division, and you're just like standing there, like, what are we gonna do? We're just sitting here, and then you shell out $25 million a year for Max Crosby, which is a great sign, but it's you gotta admit that's a little on the high side. And then you're just sitting there, just like, what are we gonna do? It's just, what free agent do you think that the Raiders need to get just to keep competing? Name a couple.
We need a wide receiver, Devontae Adams. Let's go. No.
Well, he doesn't want to play under the franchise tag. You just said it.
So who knows?
Who knows? He could be on the block.
And he bought that Vegas house, so maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know. I know we need a top wide receiver, and then we need a bolster our defense, especially our secondary, because a lot of those close games, even the games that we lost towards the end, were because of the secondary just giving up too much yardage, So.
Yeah, I feel like I think I remember hearing like Raiders and Niners are trying to get Stephon Gilmore, or at least they're the ones in the talks with him.
Yeah,
for the secondary. So
Stephon Gilmore would help because you guys still have what's his name, Trayvon Mullen.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dog. He can ball. I think he's too good to be a cornerback too.
How's your guys' O-line?
The line's decent. It's not the worst.
You're gonna find out. That's what I was like. Like I'm trying to think, like, because I feel like they got gashed on the run too. Like your guys' D, were they bad against the run or no? Am I misremembering that?
It was more the secondary.
Yeah,
or the secondary.
I feel like Jonathan Abram missed like so many tackles back there last year.
Yeah, it was more the secondary. So we'll see. On my list, so I'm not going with a team. A big winner was Christian Kirk.
Yeah, dude.
That man getting paid. Hey, he's getting paid, man.
For like
Hey.
wide receiver 3, he got like wide receiver 1 money.
That
And he
was
totally
insane.
like I'm not convinced they did it to screw over the Niners with Debo's contract. Like Debo and Metcalf are both gonna have to get paid, and now it looks like nasty.
That is
Yeah, that man is a winner. I don't care. He's a winner.
I want to know who his agent is. That's what I want
It's
to
Trent
know.
Baalke. He's a terrible GM. He's,
No, the agent for
I know.
Christian Kirk. Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying that GM who
Oh, I
who's
got
the
you.
Niner GM, he's freaking terrible. And yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's definitely
he
a
won
winner.
that, dude. He won. You're right. Somehow they worked out that.
I think Christian Kirk is what they wanted DJ Chark to be. It just didn't pan out. So hopefully they get it with Christian Kirk. They franchise tagged Cam Robinson, and then they got the guard from the Commanders, Brandon Sheriff. I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
I think
Something like that. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, and then they picked up Ingram,
Ingram. Yeah. Evan Ingram. They got him for a year, I think, like that.
$9 million for a year. That's
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know. That's kind of high too, though.
Yeah. They got
Because he's not like, I don't know. I wouldn't even, maybe top 10 tight end. I don't even know.
yeah, somewhere around there.
But yeah,
Give or take, but they made some good moves. They definitely overpaid a lot, but in other places. But I think they made some good moves. They got Aluakon from the Falcons. He's a really good passing linebacker. He can guard the pass really well. And then they got the run stuffer from the Jets. I don't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but I remember he was really good on that D line whenever we played him. He was always right there in the run games.
so that was my loser. I mean, my winner. My loser was I gotta agree with Nick. Seattle. Seattle is kind of like doing what the Raiders did. They gave up. How you give up Russ, especially in that division where you got the Niners who were just in the conference championship. You got the Rams who just won the Super Bowl, and then you got the Cardinals who also made playoffs. They got Murray, and you give away Russ. Yeah, I think Seattle's gonna be down
so.
here.
Even so,
Seattle's gonna be right here.
to add it to it, they also cut their 10-year vet, all-pro vet linebacker Bobby Wagner,
Mhm.
and they also signed their second safety to a fat deal. So now they're spending $100 million over like the next couple of years on their safeties.
Yeah.
Like,
That's insane.
yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
You think
but
they're just still so stuck on the Legion of Boom that they're trying to
Yeah.
build that again? Is that what they're trying to do?
I guess, but I mean, you're not building it with
No.
not with Jamal Adams. I'm
Not with Blitz
sorry,
Club.
he's not. Yeah, you can count Legion of Boom, and to be honest, you can't even be the Legion of Boom anymore. The penalties are too strict now. Like they
Right.
got away with a lot of stuff, and that's what made them effective. And they could hit hard, and
Yeah.
they played a certain. I mean, they played a certain kind of ball that you just can't do anymore.
Yeah.
Who becomes their QB1 now, anyways?
Drew Lock.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, I know. Kaepernick was working out with Tyler Lockett.
No,
funny?
come on.
You know what's funny though? Like a couple years back when he first was kind of trying to find teams, like the Seahawks had said like, "Oh, we would have signed him, but we had a QB. Like we would have gave him a shot." So it could be. I mean, I think it's ridiculous, and it'll be like a clown show because it's like 6 years removed, and he's gonna go play football at the highest level. Like I doubt it, but I think it would be hilarious. I mean, it'd be funny to see Kaepernick go back against us as our greatest current rival right now. So,
But who is their QB1? Who's their who
Drew
becomes
Lock or Geno Smith? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's one of them, huh?
I don't know. They could try to get Marcus Mariota. There's still Tyrod Taylor. There's still who else?
Ryan Fitzmagic.
Teddy Bridgewater. Is
Andy
it
Dalton.
Bridgewater?
I mean, they like honestly, they're
Cam
so-
Newton. Go get Cam Newton.
No, Cam's done.
I mean, they got picks. I think. They might just write it out and just be like, "Yeah, we're gonna suck this year." I don't know. I mean, it's kind of bad to do in this division because it's gonna be real bad. But I don't know. We'll see.
All right, Robbie, you ready for some rapid fire?
Yeah. As ready as I ever will be. You ready for this?
What you got for us?
What is all right, hold on. Is the Los Angeles Chargers the Super Bowl favorites now? Judging by your board, I can already tell by your answer. So
I'll go first. No,
You don't think they're
I don't
gonna make it
know.
to the Super Bowl?
No,
They have all the talent now. Go ahead.
yeah, their defense, but I don't know. I don't know if it ends up being like a matchup where it's a shootout. I don't think Herbert can hang with these guys. Well, these two guys.
Yeah, Herbert's
This
still gonna have
guy.
he's still gonna have growing pains, and
Yeah.
like I feel like if any of those teams were surprise Super Bowl like winners, it's the Broncos, right? The Broncos
Mhm.
probably had their odds the most improved with that trade.
Yeah. Did you real quick? Just going off that real quick. Do you guys see Trubisky? The Steelers odds were plus 5,000.
Yeah,
Trubisky
they
gets
went
cited plus
worse.
7,000.
That's hella funny. They went even worse.
That's
Too
cold.
funny.
That's cool. All right. Moving on. You guys ready? What is the worst signing of the year so far? Go ahead, Nick.
Mm,
You got some time to think about it more.
I mean, it's probably gonna go back to Moy's best winner. That Kirk Cousins deal is ridiculous. Like, it is not. That's a terrible signing. Like, he's like, oh, like I said, he was a wide receiver 3. He basically disappeared a lot of the games. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So that's kind of like a terrible signing. Um, Outside of that, I'd say like Carson Wentz, like to the Commanders. Like, how many second chance? How many new starts does he get where he's finally gonna show up? And apparently, like the talk was he wasn't the leader and he had just mentality issues that created conflicts in the Colts. And it just seems like he feels like some broken goods, kind of like I feel like he's not going to be the player that he was. He's dealing with his own mental, like his own issues. I feel like he's not leading that team.
I got you. All right. All right, Moy.
All right. I would have to say the Kirk one, not in the sense that he's bad, because I think he'll do good for them, but I think he was just overpaid. I don't think they should have paid that much. And then a second one would be the Trubisky.
You don't like that pick? I love that pick.
I think there's other options that they could have, other quarterbacks maybe they could have picked up. I don't know.
I think people forget Trubisky was stuck with Matt Nagy forever.
Yeah,
And
but I don't know, man. I don't know.
sitting
I mean,
behind
it's
Josh
not.
Allen and learning from Brian Dayball one
It's
year, and
not.
now
I think they should have
going to Mike Tomlin.
try to go harder in on maybe Watson.
It's not necessarily bad though, like in the sense of like the actual contract and giving him a shot. It's just you just don't believe him as a player. So
Yeah.
you're doubting like just going that route.
Yeah, they had I think they had other options. They could have got Jameis Winston maybe. Hey, before he got injured though, hey,
Yeah, he was balling.
He was balling with the Saints. And then even when the year before when Breeze was out, hey, he went like what? I think it was on a 5-0 win streak. So I mean,
but word is that they from the combine is they really liked Malik Willis. So they might grab Trubisky as like a stopgap and then grab a rookie, let him sit or battle out in camp and see what happens. But at least they have that safety plan.
Yeah.
So I could see them drafting one of these QBs because some of the teams are going to have to take them, even though they're not starting or that they might force them to start. But some of these guys might get grabbed by some of these teams with these questionable QB signings to see what they turn into.
Yeah.
I got it. All right. I kind of have to agree. The Commander Carson, that trade, I don't know. I just don't think Carson's the guy anymore. I really like Carson. I tried to give him all the shots that I could, but I guess there's things coming out about him, like he wasn't good in the locker room. I guess players weren't getting along with him and stuff like that too. So I think Carson Wentz time is done. I think he's just a year step in until they really get that quarterback situation. But that Christian Kirk deal has to be the worst signing. There's no way around it. How do you get paid more money than Mike Williams, whose contract just came up? That's insane to me. I don't understand. Like I just whoever that GM is he's definitely doing his job right for sure.
It's crazy. Teams keep getting assets for Carson Wentz. But the other thing too, to look on the flip side, we could go to the Russell Wilson trade for the Seahawks was the worst signing of like what they got in return and where they're at was pretty bad in terms of giving up your franchise QB, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad one too.
You know, in the very beginning, I was kind of on the side. I was like, well, Seattle might have won. It got 2 firsts, 2 seconds. No offense, Shelby Harris. But the more I think about it, it's just that what are the guarantees that any of those 2 firsts and those 2 seconds will be even half as good as Russell Wilson are?
And,
Mhm.
and Seahawks are notorious for terrible draft picks. Like even their
Right.
fans are like, yeah, we like when they traded for Jamal, they're like, good, because we can't use draft picks anyway, so might as well get a player. And
Right.
that trade is haunting them now. Like they basically traded Russell Wilson for Jamal and those Broncos players.
Yeah, that's horrible. So that leads it into it. You guys ready? We'll start off with you, Moy. What is the
Okay.
best signing of the year so far?
The best signing.
Yeah,
Okay. Dang.
think about it. That's a hard one. This
That's a hard one.
I mean, you know, we can include, you know, trades.
So I was gonna look at it as like with the all the signings that a team has done so far, not just one player. But if we want to look at one player, one player, I think it would be the Broncos getting Wilson. But if it's like
Let's take Wilson out.
combination.
That's an easy one.
I would say Chargers.
With what? With Mac or JC Jackson?
I think JC Jackson.
Okay.
I think JC Jackson, but just even both of them, you can make an argument for Mac too.
Yeah. What do you think, Nick? Who's the best signing of the year so far besides Christian Kirk?
Besides Christian Kirk. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna lean towards Chargers too. I think that JC Jackson in the secondary is gonna really help that line. Like even if they didn't have Khalil Mack, just giving the line more time to have that with that secondary, I think is gonna be huge, especially in that division because they're so pass happy that I think that like sets them off. You know, so I think that's probably it right now. And it was expensive, but it wasn't terrible expensive, I feel like.
Got you. For me, I'm gonna kind of go on 2 signings by one team. I think the best signing of the year is a very underrated one. I think before this quarterback dies, I'm happy they were trying to get him some help. They they got the Patriots Ted Karras, the center out of the New England. I think he'll really help Joe Burrow developmental. And then Alex Kappa from the Bucks, they picked him up too. Having your franchise quarterback getting hit 9 times in a playoff game and 7 times in the Super Bowl and 6 times in one half in the Super Bowl is just absolutely insane. So
yeah,
I'm just so happy that they're finally getting the poor man some help. So I gotta go. I think Cincy's making the right moves this year if they want to get back in it.
Yeah.
I think they'll be real good with that O line.
Yeah, getting some tackles, maybe just at least one tackle would really help. But they're headed in the right direction for sure. What else we got, more? What else we got today?
That was the rapid fire.
That was the rapid fire.
Dang. I don't know what else.
The Kansas City just signed a new safety, so they're gonna let Tyrann Mathieu probably walk. That's crazy. He's a big
the honey badger.
Defense. Like he was like a big just part of the defense, like the culture. I feel like, and that's big to let a guy like that go. When you lose like those leaders, you need other people to step up and have influence. And I think you hope the other guys do it, but they don't always do it. Or we'll see again. And Frank Clark might be gone. Honey Badger's gone, and then didn't they just lose someone else? I forget who. I don't know, but yeah.
Where does he land? Where do you think the Honey Badger will land?
I think Baltimore is just such a good fit, just naturally, just being a leader. I think the Baltimore should go more after Marcus Williams at free safety than Tyron at strong, but I think Baltimore would still be a really good fit.
I can't see him going to Baltimore, maybe for some reason.
What about going to the Raiders?
Yeah,
Raiders need some leadership on there. Jonathan Abram, I think you guys drafted him in the first, and I've never been a big fan of him. He's a hard hitter, but he's just missed so many tackles, missed so many coverages. I think he would slip right into that Jonathan Abram role. What you guys wanted out of him, I think it'll be perfect.
Yeah, that would actually be a good pickup.
Yeah,
And
That'd be
then
interesting to
add
see.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. I
Okay.
kind of want to. I'm kind of interested to see him come to the Niners, but we don't pay secondary like that, so we'll see. But I think that would be pretty cool. Um, who else was there? There's Chargers are kind of set, right? What about Broncos? He could go. Rams need a safety. They brought back Eric
Oh
Weddle or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that's true.
They signed an. I don't know how they're. We'll see, but yeah, they could sign him, and that would be like a crazy fit for that defense. Just keep adding new like.
Von Miller of they
Yeah. I think Von Miller's going
re-signed
back to the
Von Miller.
Broncos though.
You think so?
Yeah, he's already flirting with it. Now they got Russell Wilson. They're building that team. I could see him going back and trying to get a ring over there. Who knows?
Let's play one more round of rapid fire. I got a couple things for you guys. Okay, you guys ready?
All right.
I'm gonna name just a random free agent player. You guys gonna tell me the best fit and where he needs to go.
Ooh.
You guys ready?
All right.
All right, let's start it off. Either one of you guys can start. You guys can rotate it or however you guys want to do. Let's start it off with Jameis. Where do you think Jameis will end up?
Probably one of the losers of the Deshaun Watson contest. So probably Panthers or Saints again.
So the Saints would re-sign him.
You think Panthers are
see
gonna
it,
get
yeah.
Watson?
One of them. One of the two is. I think. I think Panthers probably have the best shot.
Okay. This is the one that I'm really looking forward to. Allen Robinson. Where is he going?
Patriots.
I was waiting for someone to say that. Thank you. Go
You
ahead, boy.
think
You can
so?
say it too.
I could see him going there.
Go to Raiders.
Mac needs some good big receivers to just be able to throw the ball up to.
Just as you said it, Nick, that Frank Clark is leaving. A Pro Bowl defensive end Frank Clark has reworked his contract to stay in KC.
No.
New 2-year deal is 2 years, 29 mil, base with upside up to 2-year, 36 mil.
That's still a lot, but
Kind of a lot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Let's keep it going. This is one that I think is like I don't think a lot of people know this guy's even a free agent, but I think he's gonna make an impact on any team he goes to. Cordero Patterson.
Oh, they didn't franchise tag him?
Exactly.
I thought they were gonna franchise tag him.
Agent. No, he's a free agent.
Oh,
but he could still be franchise tag, right? Or is it too late?
No, it's too late
Oh.
now.
I thought they were gonna franchise tag him. That was
Yeah,
their
they
whole
flirted with
offense. That was their
They
whole
fly-
offense.
yeah.
Dang, that's like another Debo right there because he was a wide receiver turned
Yeah.
running back. Oh,
I say bring him to the Niners. Give us 2 Depos.
Hell
Give us
yeah.
2
That would
Debos.
be
Bro, we have all
So
the
fun
running
to
back wide
see.
receivers. Like you can't like just crossing sweeps like all the time, like running to the
just
tackle.
motion
How
everywhere.
massive-
Just
like
everybody go everywhere.
Shanahan's like creaming his pants thinking about it. Like,
hey, I like him simply for the fact that he was on my fantasy team and
I got your hella points.
they would always throw him the ball. And I'm like, he's a running back, giving me running back points and wide receiver points because he's just getting those receptions, in the PPR league. So,
Yeah.
dang, where would he land? Where would he be good? Because I guess it would depend if they would sign him as a running back, huh? Because if they sign him as a running back, let me see.
I guess his technical position is a running back,
Okay.
but it's running back / wide receiver.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna say? Miami.
Oh, okay.
Because Mike
They don't have
McDaniel
a-
went down.
Mike
Mike McDaniel
McDaniel.
was our run game coordinator and went down and designed a lot of that Debo stuff. So he's gonna look for his Debo down there. Like he's recreating
And
the
who's
Niners Southeast.
who's
Miami
their
Niners.
who's their running back right now?
Miles Gaskin. Oh, they released.
Oh.
No, they just signed Chase Edmonds, didn't they?
Chase Edmonds. That's
Oh,
what it is.
Chase
they
Edmonds,
just
yeah,
signed
from
some
Arizona.
But I think
yeah.
they would look at Cordell Patterson more as a wide receiver, like wide receiver running. So I don't think having another running back like signed like that would deter them from getting someone like Cordell Patterson because he's so versatile. But that would be very interesting. Then we basically recreate like the Debo experience.
Got you. All right, let's heat it up. You guys ready? Let's go with some edge rushers. Where is former New England Patriot Chandler Jones going?
Chandler Jones. Who needs edge?
Broncos?
like
Could
almost
Broncos
everything.
use him?
If they don't get Vaughn, I think they'll go after someone like Chandler. But I think Vaughn might come a little cheaper than Chandler.
Colts maybe.
Oh yeah, with DeForest Buckner over there, that'll be
Yeah.
fun to see.
They need a good edge rush. They need a good
Yeah.
edge rusher to pair with DeForest Buckner.
All right. Former Seattle Seahawk, Bobby Wagner. Where's he going?
He wants to come to the Niners and play with Fred Warner, but I don't think that's going to happen. So
How
I could
fun
see him
would that-
going. I could see him going to the Rams though, because they need linebacker. Their linebacking core is weak. Like
How
I don't
are you gonna
know that
afford all
he'd go there. Dude, I don't know. He would probably be playing on a friendly contract at this point. Like,
Oh,
and
okay.
I could see it like
Okay.
on the NFC West just to kind of screw over the Seattle Seahawks
Yeah.
because they didn't even tell him they were releasing him.
He needs to
But,
come to the
um,
Raiders.
The
They
Raiders.
could go to the Raiders. Raiders
That would
could
be-
Hey,
do
let-
a
let's
good
let's
pickup.
bolster that defense, man.
Yeah.
Get
Raiders
the
need
Honey
to do something.
Badger, get him. Add some defensive pieces.
Trade for Lamar, then you guys be set.
I think they got a good running back. They have Josh Jacobs. I don't think they need Lamar. Oh, that's for you, Ray. So real quick, so Patriots have just one linebacker that has played more than 25% snaps on their team right now, which is Matthew Judon, and he's an outside linebacker. Bring him over to New England, man. We really need some linebackers. We'll take any linebacker right now.
I feel though like New England kind of screws themselves with getting top free agents like towards the end of their career because New England like my understanding is New England, like Bill Belichick is a hard ass regardless. And like a lot of people don't want, like, I feel like on the second half of their career, they're like, why would I go play for the Patriots and have this like so much extra stuff when I can go be where like other one and enjoy my time? Like it's not as strict or whatever. I feel like
Last year was proof that our biggest attraction was Tom Brady. And the reason why I say last year was proof is because we shelled out so much money for these free agents just to get them to come to New England.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure, I don't know what linebacker we're going to end up with. I feel like we might just end up re-signing Dante Hightower or Juwan Bentley, but having Bobby Wagner over there, I would take him over both of those guys combined any day.
By the way, Teddy Bridgewater, I think, is signing with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins, yeah.
Yeah,
to
he's
take
their
a
backup QB or whatever.
Yeah.
Where does here's one for you. Where does Landry land? He was cut by the Browns.
Yeah.
Where does he land? Where would he go? Where would he be a good fit?
So the biggest two teams, I guess, that are having the most attraction to him is the Saints, and the second one, I'm sure that no one wants to see, is the Chiefs. I think that was reported by Rappaport. I can't remember who I saw that from, but if he ends up on the Chiefs, he take those little check down passes while Tyreek Hill runs deep. I'll agree with you that Chiefs are getting number one in that division 100%.
Yeah, that'd be a good fit if he wanted to go somewhere to try to win. Chiefs would
try to win, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he's so tired of losing. He's been on the Dolphins, and then he went to the Browns. I think he was traded. Yeah, he was traded to the Browns.
He was traded,
yeah. And now he's finally free, so I'm sure he wants to go get it like Odell just got it. So I'm sure he's going to go to a team that's a Super Bowl contender.
Here was another one. The Bengals lost. Wasn't that Yuzo Mama? Use it however you say it.
Who's your mama?
Yeah.
Who's your
To
mama?
the Jets? Yeah. He went to the Jets, 3-year, $24 million
Yeah.
a year. Yeah. That's a pretty good signing by the Jets. Who's your mama is a very good he's a pretty good tight end. I feel like he's a little underrated. Very good pass blocking catch down there too.
You know what I could see too is Landry going to the Bucks.
Oh yeah.
They need
the third receiver though?
Why not?
Because they already got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Yeah, but they also had AB. So like
okay. Okay,
and
that's
Brady,
depending on if Gronk comes back or not. I mean, that he's a big weapon, so depending on what he has, but yeah, I mean, why not?
What about if he goes to the Rams?
Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, I can see him doing that. Do you think he'll follow Odell this
follow
time?
OBJ?
Yeah,
Do you think him and Odell are talking like let's go to the same place?
Cool. I think they've said stuff like that he was cool with how well OBL did and everything about him, like doing good. So I think they're on good terms. I could see it happening. I don't know if
Well-
it would fit for the Rams though to sign him.
All right, let's say Odell and Jarvis going to the same place. Where are they going?
Well,
Wherever
Just
Deshaun
for
Watson
fun.
goes.
Just for fun. So the
Where did-
Panthers.
oh,
Where Deshaun Watson goes, yeah. Or if Devontae doesn't play on his tag, maybe they go to the Packers.
Oh, damn, that would be wild. That would be
Right?
freaking wild. Yeah, that would be fun
but
to see.
I don't know. Would Aaron Rodgers want to deal with that? Like, because like OBJ is like has this probably like stigma of being like a drama queen player.
Yeah, but it kind of
Although-
turned like this last year kind of proved it was not. It was the Browns.
Yeah.
Like they were a crappy organization, like and how good they did, like how good he did with them. Didn't create any issues like off the field, on the field, like just wanted to win. And from all the takes, like he was a cool team player. Like all the other players like reported how awesome he was and how like much of a team player he was and just wanted to win. And he didn't have that stigma. So I feel like that's kind of been fabricated because from the Browns and just not having a good thing there. Like, so I don't think Aaron Rodgers would probably care. Aaron Rodgers is his own drama thing himself. So
Yeah, true.
I think we're running on time, Nick. But let me just ask you one more thing before we wrap it up. Name one or two players you really want the Niners. I think you guys have like negative 10 million cap, but like let's say whatever, like you figure it out because teams just seem to figure it out. Name one or two players you want the Niners to really re-sign it, or I'm sorry, to really sign this year.
Stephon Gilmore.
Gilly
I want
Lock?
I want like a 2 or 3 year like maybe like 12 or 13 million a year kind of deal
Okay.
because he's getting older.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 years, 2 years fully guaranteed would be my ideal. And then I want Chandler Jones. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that would be sick. Or like I said, Cordell Patterson, just for the sake of it, so I can see it. Like I just want to see what that offense with Trey Lance. Like I just want to see what it would look like. Like so yeah, that would be my big thing. I think is just getting a vet CB like Stephon Gilmore would be really great for the team there because we have a bunch of rookies and they're progressing, but they just need someone else, and we can't rely on the ghost of Jason Verrett who can play 1 year every 5 years. He'll give you one elite year, but then he's injured all the time. So I'd like to have someone consistent there, like kind of how we brought in Sherman. And eventually he aged out, but he was really good for the culture and for developing and just putting up a performance in our Super Bowl year. So yeah, I think that would be. I also this is kind of a thing. I would like them to sign Tyrod Taylor as a backup QB for Trey Lance,
Okay.
to help him develop. Like I think that'd be cool. And we have Anthony Lynn, so that might be.
Yeah,
that'd be
that
kinda
Tyrod
cool.
connection. Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah, Gilly Lock or Casey Hayward from the Raiders. I
Yeah,
think
Casey
either one of
Hayward's
those-
another one too. There's also Eric
Yeah.
Reed from the Seattle Seahawks, who actually was a Niner. We drafted him. We cut him though for injury, and we were going to try to get him on the practice squad, and they poached him. So and he's really good. He's really good. He's not on the same level. He's not the elite, but he's a good starter. Yeah. Who do you want the Patriots to sign?
Oh man, that's so hard. Well, we need linebackers. We don't really have any linebackers, so I really want Bobby Wagner. That's who I want. I don't know how I see him coming to New England, but Bobby Wagner is someone that I really want, and obviously I want a receiver. So I don't know. Let's flirt with it. I mean, Odell's been rumored to come for the Patriots for how long now? Like it just keeps talking. Even last year, even without Tom Brady there, we were talking with Odell. So I would love to see Odell come there. I know Allen Robinson they're saying would be a really good fit. I think he can be what we wanted N'Keal Harry to be. But just get Odell over there, man. You want Mac Jones to develop, get him a superstar wide receiver. Let's run it with you, boy. I think we talked about the Raiders, but I don't think
Who
we
can the
said
Raiders?
names to people.
Who can the Raiders even sign to salvage? Like
Yeah,
what is
let's-
going
let's
on?
go
in that
five- let's
division?
go five
Hey,
people. with the
yeah,
Raiders.
I would take Gilmore, have the Honey Badger on defense, so that kind of bolsters the secondary. Hey, I wouldn't mind taking a linebacker. Also, what's his name?
Bobby Wagner?
Zay, maybe Zay or Wagner, and then a
Which
wide receiver. Zadarius.
Oh, Zadarius
Packers,
Smith. Yeah.
So basically, you're saying buff up the entire defense to try to deal with these teams.
well, I mean, you have to,
Yeah.
and then pick up one wide
Same.
receiver, to Robinson. I don't know if I would. Yeah, Robinson. Who else would be out there?
You got
I don't know,
DJ Chark still out there. Would you want DJ Chark?
Mm,
Juju? You want TikTok
definitely
boy?
not. Nah,
No?
I can't deal.
You want
with
him dancing on
TikTok boy.
people's logos?
Nah,
No.
that dude. Nah.
Emmanuel Sanders is out there. Jarvis.
Emmanuel Sanders. He's not a deep threat though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking him, but we would also need like a deep threat. I wouldn't mind taking Landry or Emmanuel Sanders because they're those like slant guys, quick, 5-10 yards, they'll get you that. But we would need a deep threat too.
This draft class though is pretty stacked with fast wide receivers.
Well, fast wide receivers,
So,
yeah.
Chris
they could
Olave,
definitely- yeah.
Chris Olave is definitely going to the Raiders. That's
But the last time,
used to have that.
but we have a history of like these fast guys drafting these fast guys, and it goes back all the way to what's his name, Hayward Bay.
There's Hayward Bay over Crabtree. One
Over
pick over
Crabtree, and then we
Yeah.
ended up getting Crabtree.
Yeah.
So it was like, dude, this guy had the
Yeah.
speed, but he couldn't catch. So it was like, speed isn't always everything. But I mean, if you could catch, that's even better too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would need like solid 5 players, especially on that defense, because these teams over here just stacked up on offense, man. So
So we're recording on Tuesday. You think the Raiders or I'm sorry, we're recording on Monday. So you think the Raiders are gonna go crazy on Tuesday? If
Tomorrow?
they have to be sitting back. If I'm Josh McDaniels right now, I'm sitting back like, what the hell did I
What
just
did I
sign
sign
up
up?
for?
Yeah, for real.
like what the
I thought I
hell
was
did I
going
do?
to a weak ass division outside
Yeah.
of KC.
I thought I would just have to play KC twice a year and get over that and sneak into
No.
the playoffs and mess
No.
with that. What do you think? What do you think?
I think the plan that he had just went out the window. This
What
dude
was it? What was the plan?
He gonna come in here and we just gotta face the Chiefs. That's it. We could get 2 out of the Broncos and then maybe split 1 with the Chargers. But now he's like, damn,
That's
we got to
wild.
do something. But yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up one of these high end defensive backs, whether that's Tyrann Mathieu or
Gilly.
Gilmore, or even an edge rusher to pair with Max Crosby.
Yeah, Clelin Ferrell was in it.
yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't mind another edge rusher, but you also need at least somebody in that secondary, especially a leader. You need a leader in that secondary.
That's what I'm saying. I could see them picking up some like a good vet. So hopefully they do. We'll see. They're gonna need something, so they gotta start spending some money.
Well, pick them up and then draft a wide receiver. There you go. You don't have to go after a wide receiver. If you could pick up a
Just
top
draft a wide receiver in the second round because you guys' first round wide receivers are issues. I think, right?
Here we
Yeah.
go, guys. Patriots just made a move. You guys ready?
some stupid, huh? Some
Are you guys ready for this?
Some no name.
Tom
Oh, their
Pelissero.
kicker.
The Patriots have re-signed Nick Folk. Let's go. We're going to the championship. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's settled. That was my big news. I can sleep happy now.
That's hella funny.
Oh yeah, thank you for tuning in on another session of 4th and 1.